Here he comes, oh here he comes. Here he comes, he's coming. Here he comes, oh here he comes. Here he comes, he's coming. Here he comes, oh here he comes. Here he comes, he's coming.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Al Rivers. As you know, I always like to snag somebody for an interview, and I had the great opportunity of traveling on a major cruise line, and I became an instant fan of a famous DJ. I'm calling him famous because that's what he is. DJ Blendz.
What's happening? What's happening?
Now, where did it start for you?
Well, I've been DJing now for over 20 plus years. I started off in the 80s. I'm from Chicago, Windy City.
All right.
Windy City, home of the house music.
Yes, sir.
So I started off in the mid 80s doing house music. House music at that time was pretty easy to do because it was all electronic music. So matching beats pretty much is a signature of a Chicago DJ in the early years.
Okay.
If you're from the East Coast, like New York, a lot of those guys do a lot of scratching. For us in Chicago, it's all about the music, not about the DJ. Whereas in other places, it's more about the DJ than the music, like especially nowadays. So what got me started was I was DJing in high school, college, and even as in my adult years, I was an engineer actually for AT&T.
Okay.
And once a year, I would come on board a Carnival ship and do a charter. It was called a charter cruise. And I started off with a charter called Festival at Sea, where we would be out for 7 or 8 days, and they would bring their own entertainment on board. And they would hire 4 different DJs from 4 major cities. It was always Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, and Detroit. So I did that. I did charter cruises for about 5 years. And then on my last charter 2 years ago, cruise director said, hey, why don't you consider doing this full time? We'd love to have you on board. And so at the time I was already an engineer at AT&T, not looking for other work, especially on the cruise ship.
So, but I really want to get to where it, what got you to it? What was the first moment when you felt that this is what I need to be doing DJing? Where was that for you? What was that point?
The funny thing about it is my mom is actually a DJ.
Really?
So growing up in the house.
Shout out to moms. Yeah. What's mom's DJ name?
She's my Blendz now, but she's
Mom Blendz. I would love to get her in here and let her wear that right quick. They won't be ready for that.
Yes, sir. So
they won't be ready.
The funny thing about it was I remember this growing up in the 70s. I'm a 70s baby.
Okay. Me too. Y'all didn't hear that.
Yeah. So what she used to do is she used to have what was called a quarter party. Where she would have, back then, again, it was all LPs and 45s. Okay. So we had a stack of 45s and a bunch of albums laying around. And she would charge a quarter to come into the basement, and she just DJ'd every Friday night.
Wow.
So as a kid, I grew up watching my mom DJ. Okay. And then from that, disco was inspiring to me. So I started playing around with her equipment, scratching up her records, until she said, you gotta get your home.
Mama said, no more. Wow. Wow. Well, that's good, man. So it's embedded in you. The music is in the bloodline,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Now, how does it affect you being out here on the water, not being able to be home? How does that affect your life, or personally?
Well, ship life, first off, you can't prepare for ship life. Anything and everything I thought I would run into or encounter is definitely not what that is. Ship life, in general, is it's more about purpose and work. Like you have to enjoy what you do, even if it wasn't just ship life. But my goal is always to do what my passion is.
Right.
I mean, I found out in my later years that money ain't always everything.
No, you got to do what you love, because it makes you want to do it.
And this was consistent throughout my life. So it was an easy choice for me to go into this as life after retirement.
Okay.
But being on the ship is really an adjustment because I'll use this ship for example. The Carnival Freedom, currently we have 1,200 crew members and 6 of us are American. So just from that aspect, from a crew member aspect, it's not too many Americans that work on ships as it is, and especially
True.
this particular ship. So learning new cultures, learning different languages, because now before I came on ships, I spoke 2 languages, English and very little Spanish.
Right.
But
That's
now
right.
my Spanish is stronger. I know Afrikaans from my South African friends. I know a little Patois. I know a few things that I wouldn't have gotten for sure unless I worked on ships.
Okay.
So adjusting to crew members as an American, you can't prepare for that. Another thing that I have to adjust to is the work schedule. So an average work week for me is 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, no off days.
Wow, that's impactful. We're gonna take a little brief break. I'm gonna let you guys see some amazing footage where he killed the Lido deck. Okay, they wasn't ready for it. I tell you, got to be ready. They was not ready, and we're gonna talk about that when we be back. When we come back. Ha! I didn't have nothing to drink. Back in a moment. Outstanding. I know it was crazy. Y'all wasn't even ready for all of that. So now we back here with DJ Blendz. You killed it, man. Please tell me, when you give it to people like that, number one, they're not prepared. Number one, they're not ready. But when you give it to them and feel that love and that amazement of overwhelmment of excitement from them for what you just displayed on them, what does that do for you?
Well, for me, it's like I go into a zone. Actually, before I start, I always put my mind in a different space. I almost don't see the crowd. I'm into the music.
A lot of performers say that. Yeah.
It's like I black out. I go into a blackout, and then when it's over and the crowd is giving me what I just gave out, it's an amazing feeling because I just impacted somebody's vacation, or I just created a memorable moment. And for me, that's what it's about. It's about creating memorable moments. At least have some sort of episode during somebody's vacation or during somebody's function, wedding, no matter what event that I'm doing. I want somebody to leave that event saying, oh, I remember that DJ when he did whatever.
Wow, well said, well done. As always, I'm pleased. I'll always be looking for you on every ship. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start following your itinerary. Where my man at? Because you keep me out there, my legs hurt. I had to ball myself in Epsom salt, Morton salt, diamond crystal salt, sea salt. My legs be killing me, man. But you had me out there, man, and I just commend you once again. It's a really, you know, people think you're just playing music. It's work you got to put into this. It's time, it's patience, it's understanding. Then you got to deal with people coming up with their attitudes and, you know, requesting music, and then they don't even dance. Then they want you to play stuff. Nobody's dancing on the dance floor. It's crazy. But, you know, you handle it well, and you have to be a humbling person to be able to deal with it. But at the same time, maintain sanity and demand respect for yourself. And that's what you do. You do a well job. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak with such a celebrity like yourself, DJ Blendz. Thank you. I commend you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. And what y'all don't know is this guy's actually a celebrity, too. When he walks around the ship, you got a theme song in the nightclub now. I got people that walk up to the DJ booth to request, I wear my sunglasses just for you. So this man is actually a celebrity as well. So I hope we get some footage of this cat in the nightclub tonight.
The lights will be dark, and by that time I'll be done had communion. we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. Once again, man, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. No problem.
It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Peace.